Good morning, dear students. Let us start our discussion further in mechanical measurement subject 15ME33T. We are discussing Unit 1 measuring instrument, and in this chapter we are discussing the definitions and basic concepts of instruments. In the last class we have discussed 15 different definitions. Now we are taking up few more, starting with repeatability. So let us see what is this repeatability. It is defined as the ability of a measuring instrument to reproduce output readings when the same input is applied to it continuously under the same conditions and in the same directions. So you are going to have it should produce the same output when the same inputs are given continuously. If I am giving the same input continuously, then it should give me the same output when the conditions are same and it is applied in the same direction. If an instrument is used to measure the same input many times and at different time intervals, the output obtained may be scattered. So you are taking these readings at different time intervals and the output what you are going to get is going to be scattered. This scatter from the ideal characteristics is called repeatability error as shown in the figure. So we will see what is this repeatability error. You can see from this figure now that there is going to be a curve like, or there is going to be different readings that are taking place for different time intervals from the actual which I am showing with the blue ink. So with this actual whatever you are seeing, there is a deviation from it and the readings are being nearer to it and they are scattered. So you can find out the error in that case. Repeatability is the only characteristic error which cannot be calibrated out of the measuring instrument. You cannot calibrate it out of the measuring instrument. Thus, repeatability becomes the limiting factor in the calibration process, thereby limiting the overall measurement accuracy. Then, next definition, reproducibility. This is a very important requirement in the instruments, particularly where exact quality of control is desired. It is defined as the degree of closeness with which the same values of a variable may be measured at different time intervals. So, you are going to measure the same value. When you are measuring the same value, how much close to that it is, that is the degree of closeness. That is what gives me what is known as repeatability. Repeatability is affected due to several factors such as drift in the calibration of a thermocouple at high temperatures due to contamination. Periodic checking and maintenance of instruments are generally done to obtain repeatability. Perfect repeatability means that the instrument has no drift. Drift means there is change from the actual value. That is known as drift. So, repeatability is affected due to several factors. Next, the word calibration. Very, very important word. Every measuring instrument must be provable. That is, it must prove its ability to measure reliably. Means the meaning is you should get the correct values every time. And for that, you have to prove that instrument is correct. The process adopted for this is called calibration. The process adopted for this is called calibration. When the system being prepared to measure quantities, known values of an input quantities are fed to the system and the corresponding outputs are measured. So with the known value, what you are doing? You are trying to find out what value that instrument gives, whether it is giving the correct value or no. A graph relating to the output with input is plotted and is known as calibration graph. So output and input, you are plotting the graph, and that graph what you plot is known as calibration graph. Calibration procedures involves comparison of a particular instrument with either a primary standard or a secondary standard. You should have a primary standard or secondary standard with a higher accuracy than the instrument to be calibrated, or a known input source. So you can compare first one with a primary source, primary standard, or a secondary standard which has higher accuracy than the instrument to be calibrated. And the third one is with a known input source. For example, a flow meter may be calibrated by comparing it with a standard flow measuring device, another flow meter of a known accuracy, or by direct calibration with a primary measurement. So what you can do, you can measure with a standard flow measuring device, or you can measure with another flow meter of a known accuracy, or direct calibration with a primary measurement. The third method may be easily be achieved by weighing a quantity of liquid in a stand. So if I take a quantity of liquid in a stand and then recording the time taken for the liquid to flow through the meter. So what is the time required for it to flow through the meter? If you are able to find out, then you can calibrate this flow meter. So that is what is the third method. That is, the third method is a direct calibration with a primary measurement. Next, linearity. One of the best characteristics of an instrument or a measuring system is linearity. That is, the output is linearly proportional to the input. The output of a measuring system may be linear or non-linear. As long as the output is repeatable, it can be calibrated, but for non-linear systems, the construction of calibration curves becomes tedious, cumbersome and time consuming. So what you should have? It should be linear. Output should be linear to the input. That is, it should be directly proportional to the input. Output should be directly proportional to the input. When the output is directly proportional to the input, then you can directly calibrate it. If it is non-linear, then it is very difficult for us to calibrate, and it takes time for calibration. For a linear system, a single or 2 or 3 point calibration is sufficient. So when it is a linear system, you can have either 1 or 2 or 3 point calibration. Thus a high degree of linearity or minimizing of a linear error is very important characteristics of any measuring system. Linearity is defined as maximum deviation in the output of measuring system. So whatever is that maximum deviation you are going to measure from the linear system, that is nothing but your linearity. Linearity is defined as the maximum deviation in the output of a measuring system from a specified standard line applied to a plot of data points on a curve of measured variables versus input variables. So measured variables, and you have input variables. For that, whatever graph we are plotting, that we are going to find out. Since several lines can be used as linearity reference, it is essential to clearly define the exact nature of reference straight line before comparing the linearity. So what line you are going to compare, how you are going to compare, and which line you are going to take. For example, he has given there, following are some of the common reference line like terminal line or endpoint line. These are the two lines you can use for reference. Then the third one is best fit line, least square method,